Shabbat Shalom. In this week's Torah portion, Vayechi, Yaakov blesses all of his children before he dies. Brachas play a very big role in Bereshit, in this book of the Torah. They seem to matter a great deal. People fight for brachas, they want a bracha. Yaakov won't let the angel go until he gives him a bracha. What is a bracha? Why is it so important? There's a lot of aspects of brachas that are really hard to understand, and I think we have a hard time relating to the notion of blessing others because we don't do it as much. The Gemara says that there's even an instance in which God seems to ask for a bracha from a human being. The Gemara tells a story in Brachot that Rabbi Yishmael Kohen Gadol, Yishmael, he was the high priest. He came into the Holy of Holies. And he says, Pamachas nichnasti lahaktir k'taros l'fnai v'lefnim. One Yom Kippur, I went in to bring the incense in the Holy of Holies. V'ra'isi akatri al Hashem tzvakot. I saw a certain angel of God, or maybe God himself, shu yoshev al kisei ram v'nisa, sitting on the throne of glory. V'amar li, and God said to me, Yishmael b'ni barcheni. Yishmael, Ishmael, my son, bless me. Amarti lo, I said to him, Yehi ratzon lefanecha, may it be your will before you, sheyichbeshu rachamecha et kascha, that your mercy should conquer your anger, v'yagol rachamecha midotecha, and v'tidnaigim banecha midas harachmim, and you should be merciful toward your children, toward us. V'tikanes lehem lefnim mishur sadin, you should go beyond the letter of the law to be merciful with them. V'nanei li barosho, and God sort of nodded to me. Kamashmalan, so what do we learn from this, says the Gemara? Birchas hedjet, shalote birchas hedjet kal beinecha. Very famous that the blessing of even a simple person should not be light in your eyes. And you could ask, number one, what possible purpose is there in a human being giving a bracha to God? And number two, why doesn't it matter who gives you the bracha? I mean, we want a bracha from great people, don't we? Why is it that a hedjot, that a simple person's bracha, is effective? If a bracha is something spiritually powerful, if a bracha is some kind of, prophecy about who you're going to be, if a bracha is giving you a power to do something you couldn't do before, so why is the simple person's bracha effective at all? Another Gemara. The Gemara says that we see from the story of Chana that when she went to pray, Eli, the Kohen Gadol, thought that she was drunk, and she says, I'm not drunk, I'm sad, and that's why I'm praying, and then he blesses her. And the Gemara says, we learn from that if you suspect somebody wrongly, if you judge them to the side of guilt, what you should do in response is tzarech lebarcho, you should give them a blessing. How does this tell us anything about blessings? So I think the idea of a bracha, the idea of a blessing actually is not that we're doing something supernatural, not that I'm giving you something you didn't have before, but it's actually a kind of therapy. I'm helping you to see your strengths that you perhaps didn't see before. I'm helping to point something out that was kind of hidden before. And our strengths and weaknesses are often the same. They're two sides of the same coin. And so it's hard for us sometimes to see who we really are. By the way, we never find a person blessing themselves. And I think this is why. Because you can't bless yourself. It takes somebody else outside of you to reflect upon you in order to make the blessing work in that sense. So what is it? Why would one bless God? What could that possibly be about? We bless God all the time. We make a bracha. We thank God. But what does it mean, especially in the story of the Kohen Gadol blessing God? How can you bless God? Why would it make any difference? So, of course, the answer is it doesn't change God, but it's for us. It helps us to see and to reveal a part of God that was hidden before, because that's what a bracha does. And I think this is why the Gemara says that if you judge somebody unfavorably, you have to give them a bracha. Why? Because giving somebody a bracha precisely is the opposite of judging somebody unfavorably. It is judging somebody l'kaf zchut, judging them favorably, because a process of a bracha is helping a person to see the parts of themselves they didn't see before, helping to see even the negative of something as something positive. And I think this also explains why in our parsha, Yaakov, when he blesses his children, he doesn't give them necessarily positive blessings. To several of them, he points out bad things, it seems like. What kind of blessing is that? The answer, of course, is that he's trying to help them understand themselves in a deeper way. And I think that is actually the function of the blessing. Shabbat Shalom. May we all be blessed with better times when we can all be together, and may we all merit to bless each other. Shabbat Shalom.